John Carl, these nomination fights are all about delegates. The magic number for Republicans, 1,237 delegates to get the nomination. Where do things stand?
And Donald Trump is cleaning house tonight. If you look at the delegates awarded tonight, take a look at this. 147 delegates so far for Donald Trump, swamping Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, and John Kasich. When you add in the contest we've already seen, here's where the race stands. You've got Trump, 229, only 81 for Cruz, 47 for Marco Rubio. This means, look at this. This is where they have to go. So he still has a ways to go. But even if Marco Rubio were to win in his home state of Florida and get all 99 delegates there, win in Ohio, he still would be trailing Donald Trump.
And what that means, Matthew Dowd, right now is what you're really looking at when you look at all these campaigns and the reason all these other candidates are staying in. It's not about them getting the number, the 1,237 to be the nominee. It's about preventing Donald Trump from getting that number.
Yeah, I think the results of tonight not only are showing Donald Trump dominating, is to quote the famous Birds song, turn, turn, turn. In this case, to everyone there is a reason to stay in this race. And their reason now is stop Donald Trump from getting to 1237. There doesn't seem to be a path after tonight for Marco Rubio, John Kasich, or Ted Cruz to get to 1237. So their goal, keep him under that and have a contested convention.
But think about that. This means keeping him from getting a majority going into the convention, but he would clearly
still have a plurality.
Have a huge lead going into the convention, and that somehow at the convention
they're going to wrest
they
control
would take it away from him.
Yeah, and I want to bring that to Bill Kristol as well. It does seem now, if this were any other candidate in any other year leading in this way, we'd basically be saying this is over. This candidate has the nomination, but there is such resistance inside the Republican Party to Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, any other candidate any other year who would have these numbers would be qualified to be president and thought to be qualified and appropriate to be president by a large majority of the party. People might not have been for Romney or McCain or Bob Dole at first, but they were widely and broadly acceptable. Half the Republican voters in some of these states say they won't accept Donald Trump. So it's reasonable for these other candidates to stay in. And at the end of tonight, I was just looking at the projections, it looks like Donald Trump will have less than 50% of the delegates selected so far. And he will have won something like 36, 37% of the popular vote so far. So I don't know that everyone else has to just say, ooh, you've got 47% of the delegates, 37% of the popular vote. We've got to get out. The race goes on.